Hello and welcome to my video today. Today we're going to be playing Cowboy Life Simulator, which is basically a lot like Ranch Simulator, only it's set in the 1800s, before the invention of the motor vehicle, and after the invention of the steam train. And it's based in obviously America, hence Cowboy. I previously have played this for a couple of hours. I thought I was actually recording it already, but it turns out my audio wasn't working, so there was no voice over, so to speak. So I am aware up to a certain point. I was streaming that live as well, whereas this one I'm not. So we are going to be playing as Kurt Walker. So, as I was saying, this game, it's a lot like Ranch Simulator, but it's also got a lot of reference to Medieval Dynasty, particularly in its building system. But anyway, enough waffle. Let's get down to the gameplay. I will watch the trailer and I'll shut up whilst doing so you get to see the little inflow. It should play. It might not though, given that I've already technically watched it. We'll find out.
So here I am, and honestly, I still can't believe it. 2 weeks ago, I was in New York, about to sign the biggest deal of my life. My profession? Somebody you would call a startupper, in the electric current industry. Competing against Thomas Edison himself. Well, I was. Right until my partner decided to screw me up. The deal was off, and my trust in people took a serious blow. And then this funny old guy came by. Angus McGuffin was his name.
You have to jump right back on that horse. That's the only way.
Turns out, he had a farm to sell. A prosperous farm near a cozy little town called Bravestand.
Having trouble trusting people? Go to Bravestand.
So, I bought the farm, packed my stuff, and got on the train. And guess who's been waiting for me at the station? A messenger with a letter. Let me read it to you.
Doing business with you was a pleasure. I hope you'll find the frontiers just as pleasant. But, excuse the old man's memory. I forgot to mention some details you probably should know. The Whisperbrook River has dried off recently. That's the first thing. Bandits took over nearby mines and are making everybody's lives miserable. You can't handle, I suppose. Your neighbors hate each other, and both will try to buy your farm. I'd rather you don't sell it. Neither of them knows its true value. Also, keep your eyes open for coyotes, boars, and snakes. Oh, and don't miss your station. It's called Two Farms.
And that's just the first page. So there goes my trust in people again. I just hope this is Station 2 Farms. Cowboy life. Here I come.
Video. I need to speak to that gentleman there, but... Right, so we've arrived. I'm just going to have a look around and see if there's Oakta. Booze. Booze. Wow. Alright, welcome to Sims. Oh, hello there, master. You sure this is your stop? Brave stand. One stop further. Wait. You're the one who brought old McGuff's farm, aren't you? Hey there, my name is Ben Foster. Glad to see you're finally here. I'll need you to help me out first, though. This whole herd, you see, is blocking the train, trampling everything. Shitting all over the station. That's funny. Eating right through all of my merchandise. So he's got like a stall on the other side of this track. They are poor animals. The man's lost his speech and now he can't even drive his own cattle. I cannot imagine. Do we go with IC? Or I'm gonna go with IC. We need to drive the herd away from the station to their pastures. Don't worry, they know the way. You just need to shout loudly. Think you can do that? Good luck, my friend. So, you press V and it can hurt them. I am gonna see what I can pick up whilst I'm here before I go, cause it's gonna give me some free stuff, because it magically gets cleaned up afterwards. So we'll herd these goats first. Good old goat.
Shoo!
The train shall shoot you away in a moment.
Oh God, I feel ridiculous. Okay, don't go, beast.
So as I said, here's the guy's lovely little stall. I will turn that music down in a moment because it is incredibly loud. Go back that way.
Does that do anything?
Right, so I have to speak to this gentleman here. Let's go. Thank you so much, friend. For a second, I thought we would be stuck with those cows forever. They're all coming back again. Let me do this proper this time. My name is Benjamin Foster. I run a general store with my wife. You need anything, just visit my store in Bravestand. Or come by my stall. So, I'll gladly buy anything from you for sale, be that resources, crop, fudge, fudge, sounded like I said fudge. Fudge. Anyway, and tools, anything really. But first things first, McGruff told me to give you the keys to his house. But, yeah, it's a big but. Well, how do I put this? You won't be needing them anymore. You see, it burnt down. What, I say? What? I know. It's real unfortunate. Unbelievable. Not quite that grand beginning you might have imagined, eh? Still, don't let it weigh you down. Out here, the frontier shift faster than the prairie winds on each. And it's just might. Frank Lloyd came by whilst you were busy with the cattle. He's an architect by trade. A bit too refined for the needy folks around here, if you ask me. Still, perhaps you'll find a better use for his talent than we have. I told him you would be heading down there before long. Go see if he's still hanging around. I've got a sneaky suspicion some of this is AI driven. Or written, at least. Storyline. Good luck out there. Yeah, jolly good show. Yeah! Let's herd these little critters off the tracks.
Go on then! I am kind of getting the hang of this.
Come on, move it.
Yee-haw!
Giddy up, goats. I couldn't imagine the drama of herding animals back in this day.
Strangely satisfying.
Like, seriously, I bet it was
Go on then!
hard work. Especially because they're so unpredictable.
Look at me, bossing cows and goats around.
And goats have got such attitude and all. They're not so easy to boss around. Cows, maybe, but goats, yeah. They are.
Okay.
They've all got very
Into
unique
this now.
characters.
Go on then!
I've worked on a farm and I know the joys of them.
Almost fun. Is that legal? Yeah!
Plus, I worked at a zoo in the years ago.
See this, Dad? I'm a provider. Yeah!
Move. Oi,
Go on then.
move it.
I am kind of getting the hang of this.
Move it. If I had a gun, I'd put a bullet in your head, then I get free meat.
Yeah!
Look. Look. That is, what I've just done is, if you press C, you can... I'm not stealing, I'm just borrowing long term, okay? There we go. We'll speak to this gentleman here who's the farmhand at this farm, essentially. Right. Forgot you can't speak. Which is weird, because if he can't speak, why are we getting text? What's he doing, writing it out on his notepad? Wait, so you do speak? Yeah, thanks for bringing those stubborn little beasts over. Right? can't believe how much they sound like Sims. Oh, I feel like I'm playing Sims, but instead of playing it in like top-down view, I'm playing it in like first person, but like first person, but with like set in a different era. Oh, that's amusing. Right, ruffle the old man Ben's feathers a bit. Come on. It's just harmless fun. I gotta say, though, holding it in the chuckles was tricky at times. Just don't go running off to him with all of that, right? Bring a stitch. Hey, what? I think I read that wrong. Snitch. Being a snitch. There we go. Ain't exactly the best way to get on with people in a new place. To get to know ya. Yeah. You know, I get that joke. It's pretty funny. Don't worry about it. I'm not like that. I wouldn't say that. That's pretty funny, pretending you can't speak. I think there are limitations to it, but yeah. Right, let's go speak to my Lloyd. Mr. Lloyd.
You'll find the farm down the road from the station. Just follow the keep out signs. They're hard to miss. The cabin is small, but it should keep you warm at night. There's also a well and a little stable. Everything you find inside is yours. Furniture and tools included. One last thing about the house. There's a slight chance it might be burned down. Let's just say I had a bit of a falling out with a certain someone. But don't worry, he won't hold a grudge against you. In any case, good luck, lad. Yours sincerely, Angus McGuffin.
Right. Let's go speak to this gentleman over here.
This thing is mine? Who have I wronged to deserve this?
A little charred, that's all. A little charred. Nice house, though. Well, sort of. Would have been a nice house. So this guy's the architect that as we know. Oh, hey there, friend. You're the new owner of this property? I'd hardly describe it as a property at this point, but okay. Am I right?
She's gonna have one over there.
Apparently so. At your service. It's nice to meet you, even in such a sorry surrounding. Sorry? It's a little bit past sorry. It was called the Pine Lakes Farm. Used to be really something long before McGuffin got his hands on it. And the only thing he ever growled was suspicions of... Oh, sorry. The only thing he ever grew was the suspicion of strangers. I need to follow him like this. Let me help you rebuild it. I'm bored as hell, to be honest. Nobody needs an architect anymore around here. What do you say? Do I even have a choice? Well, you could say no. But only if you're fond of cold nights and wild, jittery nights. Just read. I'm not sure what that says actually. I'm not gonna lie. I've held on to this book long enough. Feels like it's meant for someone else now. Go on. It's yours. Read it. You'll learn how to make a basic bed and a simple bonfire. It ain't much, but it'll keep you warm at night. As for food, well, take a walk through the woods and keep your eyes open. You would be surprised what's out there. Bits of this and bits of that, enough to get you by. And it ain't just food out there. It sticks, twines, get you all started. Sooner or later, you'll need a real lumber. That means chopping down some trees and building a proper tools. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Best to stick with the basics for now. Sure, as sunrise. A few solid days, some elbow grease. You'll have 4 walls and a roof you can call your own. Well, I'll be going now. It's good to see the farm in good hands. Or what's left of it.
Come back anytime.
If you ever want to chat again, I'll be at my office in Bravestone. At the town hall. Good luck, friend. Right. So, I need to read the book. Let's drag all this out of here. The book is there. I can right click on it and read it. Or if it's on your hotbar, you can press it on your hotbar and read it from there. Right. So, you simply press tab. And it opens up your crafting panel. As you can see in display picture. Once you collect the necessary items, whatever it is, you'll be able to craft it. Now, in this particular image, it's displaying a bandage. You require 1 rope. Early game, absolute nightmare to find. I think it's hemp. You end up growing it in the end. Right. So, we need to forge some berries, craft a hammer, and gather some sticks. Now, if you press C, there's a nice little, like, cowboy sensors. A lot like Assassin's Creed when you use your, like, your bird's eye view thing. Highlights resources. Now, there is a few sticks in the start on this little island that you live on. I say island. You're not really on an island, but it's a little area that you own. There's several sticks. I'm just going to run over here and collect this wheat, because we will need it later to make the bed. Right. So we need to find sticks. Still need to go forge in the forest, where there is an array of berries and indeed sticks. Look. When you're looking for sticks, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, you'll see the odd one or two small singular sticks too, but just look for little piles like that. And at this stage, I'd literally just pick them up. That there is flint. Here's your berries. It's a nice little case here with some free meat. There we go. I think you can actually pick that up. Yes, you can. Let me try and remember the way back to my farm. It's back this way. So that border there you see is you're on the outside of your farm, and then when you're on the inside, it'll obviously turn green. I'm going to carry this over. That way I've got a nice storage box for free. Perfect. I never did that in a previous game, I'm not going to lie. Just move my second mouse. So I play on keyboard and mouse. I believe you can play this on with a controller. I've never tried, I'm not going to lie. So these sticks stack in piles of 20. Just seeing now. As you can see, little piles of 20. I think for the time being, I'm going to finish that last pile off. And I'm probably going to leave it at that. The sticks. Berries. Quite useful, particularly once you get milk. Because you can make milkshake. I wouldn't say it's the best recipe you can make, but it's a recipe nevertheless. There's definitely better alternatives. Right, so let's press tab and craft us a hammer. I would craft yourself two, not because they break, I'm saving you time later. Craft yourself two, because later we'll be making
New plans.
a work table that requires a hammer. And that's basically splint. Because you can break your leg. Same as you can get poisoned. So be aware of that. As you say, your hammer, a lot like Medieval Dynasty. You got the same sort of preview system. Same as Conan Exiles. Hammer, important. Without it, can't build. Simple as. Put your hammer in your hand. You'll see the preview, as seen in picture 2. Put your hammer away, the preview will disappear. Simple. Same in Conan Exiles and Medieval Dynasty. You can use your hammer to get rid of stuff too. Right. So, we've crafted our hammer. I'm just going to drag all these items up. Now that's good. We've got 3. Tier 3. Cabbage. I don't know where I got that from. But there we go. Got it anyway. Probably right at the beginning of the game. Where that train is, where the cabbage there. And you'll see why that's important. Memento. In a memento. Or maybe 2. Right. I'm going to put that in 9. And now we're going to go, as per the mission, we need to build a campfire and we need to get some flint. So as I showed you earlier, flint is just down here. Press 9, pull out the hammer, smack away. Be advised, it does not automatically go in your inventory. It will land on the floor in little blocks to pick up. Like so. There's some more flint somewhere over here. Can't remember where. Over here somewhere. Oh, here it is, look. And then, obviously, do remember to pick it up. Then you're good to go. We've got more than enough flint now, but I'm just going to show you where. A few bits of flint are. I think there's some just over there, but I'm not going to cross it. In fact, you know what, I will. I believe there's some somewhere here. I just can't remember where. There it is, look. And you press F and it'll bring up the construction plan. Let's go over here and broken barrel. Take that. Probably sell it, make some dollar. Whiskey. Garlic. Nice. I didn't know that was there. I've never been here before, so look at this bit's really nice. And up here is what's known as the intake. So you can drink water straight from the river. You got a flask, you can also refill it. Pull the flask out, press E, you can refill your flask. Obviously, you've got a health bar on the left hand side next to the beans. Then you've got how much energy you've got left, or you know, how long until you need to go to sleep. On the right hand side you've got a blue bar, which is obviously water, and then the yellow is food. Radio then. Let's get to building a campfire. So again, press your hammer. You can build without the hammer out, just so you know, sort of. So you can bring up the menu, and then it'll automatically pull up. You don't need your hammer to bring up the build menu. You just press F. It'll bring up the build menu and automatically bring out your hammer. Now then, to build your fire, as you can see, you require 6 sticks and 1 flint. Just pressing up the hammer button and it'll build it for you.
New idea, new work waiting on me.
And as you can see, you click E to interact with whatever items you built. And then each individual station will be able to do an array of different tasks. But this one clearly is for cooking your food. But do not cook right this moment. Because if you cook right now, you'll end up using this cabbage. This cabbage you do need, so do not cook right now. Right, now I need to build a bed. Plonk the bed down. Straw I collected earlier.
Took more sweat than I'll admit.
As you can see, like I
But
said,
it sure feels like a beginning.
you can experience broken bones, infections, I did say poisons, but infections, and being drunk. Again, it'll tell you what removes them. So you split removes the broken bones. Drunk, you can sturdy cure. And then bandages for infections and stuff. Bandages also heal a good chunk of your health, regardless of whether it's an infection or not. You press E and you can sleep, but for the time being, we are not going to sleep. That. Let's craft us an axe. As you can see, it's a progression bar. Let's move all this up. Give her the whiskey and now a lot of this stuff I've collected to sell so we can make some dollar, essentially. Right, you press an old R. They'll tell you, show you on the destruct whatever object it is. And then we can start clearing away as the object currently says. Little house on the prairie needs cleaning up. You do not get resources back from these, at least. You will, however, get resources back if it's something you built yourself, but you'll get about 50% back-ish. Oh. Idiot. There we go. I'm going to put that away. Go have a look down here, see if there's anything to loot. No. What's this? Nope. Barrel. Get the old hammer rack, clear that away too. Don't need it. We got mail. A mailbox. This fine gentleman's going to give us a horse, our first horse. I don't know if you can buy 4 down the line. But we do not have enough money yet. Hence why I picked up a load of random stuff so we can make some money. Because we need $15 for the horse. Right. get chopping down some trees. Now, each tree does give you different amounts of wood. This one here, aspen, seems to give the most amount of logs. But to be perfectly fair, at this stage, as you can see, at this stage though, it really doesn't matter.
Falling!
Logs are logs at this moment. But I do prefer these trees here.
Ain't no way I'm moving fast loaded like this.
Let's look at it. Look at that, that's a lot of logs. You should just press E to pick up. We are obviously very over encumbered now. Indicated just above your health bar. Press your mouse button to place the object. Trying to build.
Meet your destiny.
And for this, you simply drag your logs in, and you need to make a saw, which is easy to do. Just press your tab, have some flint and a log, craft it. They do break over time, so be advised of that. They are not infinite lasting. So this will slowly go from red to back to grey. Sort of like a loading bar, essentially. We obviously need wooden boards, which fortunately we picked up whilst looting around. But that is also currently producing me.
Got myself a fresh blueprint.
It's currently producing planks for me.
Simple table, but it's all potential.
So a few things you want to craft in here is, for an objective, you'll have a mission that requires you to craft a snare. And then get yourself a watering can. As said, here's your mission for your snare. You can't place these inside your territory, you have to place them outside. So, this is your territory. Yeah, and you have to place it in this woodland over here. Unfortunately, snares take ages to make. And, like I said with hammers earlier, that's why you made an edge wrap. shovel. So shovel allows you to expand your fields and destroy your fields, as seen here. You use seed bags to throw seeds down, as seen there. The higher quality harvesters obtain better quality items and crops. So the better the tool, the better the crop. And so now we can build our nice
Unlocked a new one. More work, but
a
more
nice little
pride.
logging cabin. Now you can see why I've whacked so many logs in here.
The trees won't chop themselves. Or actually, they kind of will.
As you're building, you'll see areas will light up blue. Later it will get a little confused and you probably look around and think, hey, I can't see anything. It's because it's outside. Let's get these all collected up. It takes about somewhat like 20 logs, about the same in planks to build this house. Thereabouts. Can't remember the exact number. Hammer out again. I'm not zero. And that again. Well, this is where it'll send you outside in a moment. So you put these windows in, and you'll look up and you go, oh, why do I need to build it? It's because you need to just nip out here and build these bits just outside the door. And it's back outside again. And then realise you run out of logs. When that's finished producing all them planks, it will no longer, you'll know it's finished because it will not make that sawing sound. which is a good indicator that your crafting is finished. And that you can use that station for something else, whatever that might be. I was on the verge of breaking.
I reckon I'm learning.
So now we get to build a pickaxe. Again, better yield than a hammer. Yeah, more efficient, better quality, so on and so forth. Stone is basically, you can mine anywhere, any place. And it seems to be infinite, it never breaks, unlike your flint and your metals and stuff. It says that it be mining the old quarry. To be fair, for stone, you don't really need to do that. And I'll show you why in a bit. Caves tend to be hostile. But I will guide you through that later. That's our house. There is an upgrade for your house. Currently, there is no fireplace. So, the upgrades, press E on this upgrade panel, and once you've got the fame, you can put a nice small fireplace in, which then means you can get rid of your little campfire here. And it does have more recipes than the campfire does. We're going to move this. Just press the right button. You can pick up your bed. And you can place it in your new house. So to place it, line it up, press R to rotate it, and then just release your mouse and it'll drop it wherever you position. Job done. Right, so we've built our house. We are currently continuing to craft planks that should be nearly finished now. We have 7 left. Let's figure out what we need for a pickaxe. So we need rope and a handle. So we'll queue up our handle now. We'll take out the snare. The snare's out. We'll craft. So we're not craft. We'll grab this lovely box that we obtained by some random means. I don't know how. Maybe we borrowed it long term. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Seriously, having this is... I wish I knew this the first time I played it. I had no idea we could pick it up. Not gonna lie. Until, like... I played it for quite a while. And I figured out that I could actually pick stuff up and move it. And I didn't know. Like, absolutely no idea. So I am going to put those in there to stop me from accidentally selling them. That in there. Put that in there. In fact, I'm just going to put nearly all of my crop items. Garlic. Drink. In fact, I'm going to keep that. In fact, do you know what? I will keep the drink. so I can sell them. I've never actually brewed, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how that works. So you need wheat and corn and a glass to make whiskey. Okay. Definitely gonna check that out because whiskey's sells quite well, so yeah. Alright, so we gotta head into the forest. How much energy have I got left? We've got about 5 minutes, 10 minutes of play time left before I have to go to bed. In game. Now I'm gonna place a snare. Down here, drag it into my hotbar. Just pressing hold right click. Press whatever number it is on your hotbar. Press right click and then release.
Here goes nothing.
And it'll place it. By tomorrow it'll have caught something. Remember to go back because it can just like poof and disappear. Yeah. Oh look, planks. I remember the water intake. There's a gentleman down here. He'll appear like roughly about where my aim reticle is, about there in the morning. Right, so let's take a nap. Take a nap. Just press E on the bed.
Finally. A moment to snore without getting shot.
As you can see, talk to NPCs. They'll have business with you. You can meet them, and it'll come up with a little UI telling you that you need to speak to somebody. And it'll be on the right hand side of the screen as you previously seen or may have seen. So again, don't worry if you miss them, you can meet them the next day. And apparently, if they're not there, you can schedule a meeting. I did not know that. Not gonna lie, I didn't know you could reschedule the meeting. So cool. Right, so you can choose before dawn. You can choose to wake up at 6, or you can choose to lie in, sleep in. I'm gonna wake up at 6 if it's a long day. You will find.
Well, this is bad, but it could be worse. Like if the house burned down twice. Oh, no use standing around. This place isn't going to rebuild itself. Guess I'll head to town, talk to the sheriff, grab some supplies, and figure out where to start. I've been through worse.
Press Alt X
And
to
if I play my
accept
cards right,
and track it.
maybe I can make something decent out of all this. First step to starting fresh, see if that old mailbox has anything useful. Or at least, not more bad news. And one more thing. Looks like someone's waiting by the lake, looking nervous. Might be worth heading over to see what's going on.
So we've already checked mail, actually, as you saw a moment ago, well, earlier in the video. But we'll head on back out. We'll get mail. When I was talking about cabbages, save the 3 stars. Now, you'll notice we've got 2 stars. Obviously, that requires 3 stars. Don't get caught out like I did. It's 3 stars. Because I didn't see them, because they're not very clear. I think it would be better if they was a bit clearer than that somehow. I don't know how they make them clearer, but probably literally make the stars like traditional gold rather than that. It's not very clear and I just missed it. Hence why I said about that. We've got to go into town, sign some paperwork with the mayor. Otherwise, apparently we can lose the farm. Now let's go run over to this gentleman over here. No, he's over here, sorry. I'm getting my bearings lost. Speak to this chap. No, don't shoot, don't shoot. Why would I? Oh, MacGuffin was a crazy weirdo, I suspected he would only sell the land to an equally crazy person. You so much as look at his face line, he'd start blasting wildly. He pulled off selling at a place. I would be surprised if he had enough sense left to sell a shoe, let alone his whole farm. And that's the reason I am patiently waiting over here outside the farm. But what I should really be doing is collecting water from this lake. And who might you be? Right. Haven't you even introduced yourself? Here I am, knee deep in your lake, the Pine Lake, it's called, just so you know. Live in town, which is it's the only town here, so, yeah, I mean, seriously. Well, that I know of. I don't have a job exactly. I just do whatever I can to make ends meet. You know. Good old MacGuff. Didn't mention that, didn't he? Gravestone has a huge water problem. And it's been so for the past few months. I have been delivering water from here because that goddamn ranch charlatan has been blocking the water. Oh. This lake has been a lifesaver. The mayor says he can give you $1 a day. And that's the final offer. So you either accept it or we all die from thirst, I guess. So I previously accepted this offer and I accepted the $1 a day. Because, you know, a nice little bit of income. Realising that we've only got $5 currently. But you know, I'm going to do the reverse this time. I'm going to say, just take it. You know, I can't let an entire town go without water for greed of needing more money. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading them. Well, this water won't heal itself, so I better get back to work then. Oh, by the way, have you met your neighbour? Riffin Lady Maxwell. I mean... good idea. Is there anything else? Yes. You mentioned this lake being called Pine Lake, right? A couple of years ago, we had a couple of travellers come look for some place. Circled the area about 10 times before they gave up and asked for help. I was hanging about out here by the lake. They came up to me, barely spoke English, told me they would be travelling for a few days, exploring. They came all the way to see our local wonders. That's what they said. Apparently, they read some paper back home that out here we have a pink lake. Pink lake. He translated it wrong. And wanted to see it themselves. I told them, I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. That we ain't got no pink lake around here. They looked around for a couple more days and just left by train. All sad and disappointed. Couldn't get my head off. Couldn't get my mind off of it. I asked the clerk, or bar attender in town, if he perhaps knew what they could have meant. And that's when I realised. Pine Lake. They wanted to see Pine Lake. One damn letter off. Later on, it turned out that some newspaper made an error, and we have had more people, and I figure we could make a book off of it and change the name. And the mayor just laughed at me. Okay. We're going to be rambling on. It's none of it's useful information, so we'll call that the time being. Right. What we'll do is we will go into town. Which is just this way. There is a track you can follow, but personally, I wouldn't bother because you'll get ambushed by bandits and all sorts of things. So if you go this way, you can hop on this train track. Don't worry, I've never seen a train come down it yet. And, well, you'll figure out why later. There's a crate there, look. Let's go loot this little area here. See what we can get. Oh, I'm not close enough.
One step closer to being half competent.
Take all. I'd even take the crate if I could, but I can't, so yeah. Right, there we go. What I'm going to do...
Getting real thirsty out here.
What I am going to do is grab this crate if it lets me. Alright, it don't let me. Okay. Thanks, because it's on somebody's land. Let's see. I'm down here. Up through here. Because it's a far safer way of getting from your farm or ranch to what's the place called? I can't remember what it's called now. The town, whatever it's called. What tier cabbage is that? Oh, another tier 3. Nice. Do I need, what? One more? One more and then I'll have enough. Enough cabbage. Now this gentleman down here is the gentleman I speak to. He's also the guy that will give us a horse. Right. You're the one that saw that MacGuffin sold his farm to. Good to meet you. I didn't know if you are more than an adventurous cowboy or a farmer and rancher type, but it's the latter. You have just met the right man. I am a vet. Also, I manage the animal market you see here. Cool. So this guy, you can, obviously you can do a lot of trading, you can buy an array of items from. Right now, what we are going to do is we are going to sell some of the stuff that we acquired. To this gentleman. As a means, I'm going to keep that actually because it's stored. To make some dollar. Peg 2. Right, okay. I'll save that because I'm making a one of them. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's now we got more than enough money for the horse. So let's watch that nice little bit of money we just made and and get us a horse. I talked with Ben on his way back from town. He told me how you helped him out. So you know what? I'm going to give you a discount. Oh, that's interesting. He's giving me a discount. See, on my game that I supposed to have recorded, supposed to win this one, but my voice didn't record. I didn't realise. So I had to start it again. Right. I had to buy this for $15. So I've got a nice discount, unlike last time. Let's get this horse. Nay, now I've got a horse. Animals. You will unlock more. Currently, we've only got rabbits. He's got a nice little house. Well, he's a vet, so I suspect he... so this is my horse.
Didn't
Oh,
expect
your
to
horse?
feel this proud
You
over
okay?
what seems so small.
Press shift, you'll be able to gallop, but I'm not going to. So we'll follow this track a little bit. Right, so I was intending on doing this in all episodes, but I've determined that it's going to be insanely long. So I've broken it down. So for now, I'd like to say thank you for joining me in week 1, episode 1. And please feel free to drop answers to any questions I may have asked in the comments below. Let me know if you'd like me to continue. Obviously, I'm using this as a tool to help build my some of my confidences in streaming and stuff like that. So be sure to drop us a like and maybe subscribe. And I'm going to create a playlist where you'll find the next episodes of week 1. I'll roll them out probably day after day. So thank you for joining me, and again, I look forward to hopefully working with you guys over the next few weeks of Cowboy Life. And until then, bye for now.